Hello again, everybody. I figured I'd take the time to make one last video on my cubital tunnel journey. If you saw any of my previous videos, you know I had bilateral cubital tunnel syndrome with both of them subluxing, and I had them both transposed using a subfascial sling, both elbows. I did the left elbow September 23rd, 2023. I did the right elbow January 12th, 2024. So basically a year out with this one, year and 2 months with this one, essentially a year plus with both. And I figured I'd just go over how they felt, a little bit of what I've been up to, and just stuff like that. So I guess first, here's the scars. The left elbow, still pretty keloided. It'll stay like that. And then very faint scar right here. So this part of it keloided pretty good. And then you can't hardly see that part, little line. And then the right, this one keloided as well, but not near as bad. Get the lighting in there better. Yeah, and then see it starts like here, goes out here. This part is like not completely numb. I mean, I feel it, but it feels very strange, like right here. And then the nerve is like right there. I can kind of feel it when I turn. I feel the nerve press into my thumb. So it's like, this is the cubital tunnel right here. This is the medial epicondyle, and then the nerve right there. And then same thing over here, cubital tunnel, medial epicondyle, and then I can kind of feel it on this side, like turning in a little bit, kind of just rests like right atop the medial epicondyle. It's kind of interesting. I thought it would be more annoying just sitting there. I'd notice it way more often, but I don't. I did at first notice it a lot. Like it felt like there was like a whole new thing sitting on top of the muscle in both arms. But I got used to it pretty quick. This one has a good amount of inflammation though, like right here. I know you can't really see it on the video at all, but literally right up against the elbow, there's like a bump, probably 1.5 millimeters off of the rest of the elbow. And it's just a bunch of scar tissue buildup and inflammation previous to the surgery that I've been trying to deal with. I've been massaging the absolute hell out of this area. And that's been helping get rid of some of it, and definitely helping to calm down the issues here. But I don't really have too many nerve issues. The nerve issues are just like continuously getting better and better. I very scarcely do I still get like cramps in my hand and in my arms. That's kind of, I had one actually a couple days ago in this hand and one yesterday in this hand. Very brief though. And those were the first in months, probably like two and a half, 3 months, that I've experienced that. And then, still do the physical therapy. I've kind of built it into my workouts though. I work out much smarter. You know, I take lots of breaks. I'm very specific about what I do on certain days, and I try to, if anything involves the arms, a lot of gripping, a lot of lifting with the arms, I'll try to space that between any other arm type of workout. And then I'll take days off, of course, when needed. I do lots of massages, lots of stretches, keep my shoulders from getting tight. I know that has nothing to do with the elbows, but I'm sure everybody has some shoulder issues and back issues. So, you know, take a lacrosse ball, go up against a door like that or a wall, and just put it here and ram into it for 10 minutes a day. Do it on the other side. Take one of the foam roller and just roll out your this, roll out this, roll out your back. That's some good stuff. Again, nothing to do with the elbows, but if you're having some neck or shoulder issues or posture issues, those are great things to do. And then stretches, I do like this all the time. Stretches like this for the shoulders, for the neck, do stretches like every day. Basically just trying to keep the whole body in good shape so that none of that crap returns. And then lots of like forearm exercises, stability exercises for the shoulders, for the elbows, for the arms in general. Yeah, lots of that stuff. And then over the summer, I started golfing a lot. I used to disc golf a lot, but kind of determined that I don't think that's going to be something I continue to do. It's just a little too much on the elbow. Maybe in the future when I get the inflammation and scar tissue down, but we'll see. Right now, probably not. But yeah, I started golfing a lot. Didn't have too many issues with that. I mean, after each round, depending, some days my elbow would kill me, some days didn't hurt much at all. And by kill, it's not near as bad as it was. So kill does not necessarily mean it actually hurt a ton. But yeah, I golfed a lot. I bowled a few times. Bowling would usually lead to my entire right arm hurting for a day or two. Again, didn't hurt near as much. Wasn't necessarily the elbow. It was more just the arm in general. Yeah, bowling, I threw a ball a few times. Not a huge fan of that, but again, I've been sucking it up. Doesn't hurt that much. You know, it's just like, feel a little bit in the elbow. Playing video games again. My arm gets tight really quick. Most of the issues I have are in my right arm. My left arm is pretty darn good. The left arm will tingle occasionally, whereas this one like never tingles, very rarely. But really just the right arm will cause me some issues, just probably due to most of the pre-existing tightness that was in this arm from previous injuries that I never dealt with because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I mean, just like I'll play video games and it'll get kind of nice and tight in the forearm and up here and the bicep, and the hand will get nice and tight. So I just have to think about the things that I do and how long I do them for, how often I do them. I have to give my arm a good rest more often than I would have before. But yeah, on top of that stuff, I heat my elbow often, 20 minutes at a time. I'll heat my shoulder and my neck. Yeah, just working on a lot of posture, stability, massaging the scars to try and bring back that normal sensation, which that's like the least of my worries at this point. I honestly couldn't care less. And then a lot of physical therapy combined with just general exercising to stay healthy. And I'm always cognizant about my elbows, especially this one, especially the right one. But I'm always cognizant about my elbows. I don't think that'll be something that I soon forget, probably ever forget. I'll constantly be cognizant about my elbows. But yeah, then I'll end with this. Not that I'm trying to do this, of course, but I've hit my elbow a few times, quite a few times, both elbows, mainly this one, of course. It's always the right one, because why wouldn't it be? But right where that cubital tunnel is, nothing. It's the weirdest feeling in the world, hitting my elbow and expecting that funny bone feeling, then nothing happens of it. And I've even hit like kind of straight on the medial epicondyle before and didn't get anything, which of course I'm not trying to hit the ulnar nerve. That is the last thing I want to happen. I was told the only thing that could have this end up back in the cubital tunnel is direct trauma. And then I guess I was also told like the issue can come back with it remaining here, but I'm doing everything I can to prevent that from happening, massaging the hell out of it, the exercises, all that stuff. But yeah, anyway, this will probably be the last video I make in regards to my journey with cubital tunnel syndrome. It's been a pleasure. Not really. Honestly, kind of sucked. It was just brutal. But you know, looking back, could have been worse, obviously, but no, it wasn't pleasant at all. The surgeries weren't pleasant. The recovery was not pleasant. The first surgery especially sucked when I had another one I had, and the arm was in worse condition than the one that had just had surgery on. That was terrible. But anyway, thanks for listening to me. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for anyone's help who helped me out along my journey. And then, yeah. Goodbye.